friends, thespians, and participants of Thespo 23. Lend me a hotspot for I have come to share knowledge about digital theatre, not set it in stone. As although I have 6 points on this board, there is a lot to explore. This medium is novel, this medium is new, but this medium is here to stay. And so, as we say in the theatre, let's get on with the play. I honestly have 6 points. So, point number one, I call this the eye and the lens. Now, this little fusion of film and theatre has brought in a lot of focus to our eyes. A lot of the times actors feel very restricted, just acting within the box, feeling that wow, there's nothing more to just this little rectangle that's around me. But we have our eyes, and just by slightly looking off camera in one particular direction and staring and creating a visual out there, it communicates to the audience member that there is much more than just what they see in the final output. They also, if you are convinced, are also convinced that wow, what is that over there that I cannot see? But they do believe, because at the end of the day, I mean, theatre is about make believe. Also, looking straight into the lens, into the heart of your audience, into the soul of your audience, does do quite a difference. So explore the eye, explore the lens, see what's the best that you can do out of it, and find a way outside the box. Point number two, techniques and technicality. Now there are a few tricks that help you here and there with visualization. Obviously, during rehearsals, you don't always land up seeing the same spot all the time. So what I do is I choose one little line of sight mark, like that dot on my ceiling over there. That is my line of sight. So whenever that particular scene comes and I'm supposed to look in that particular direction, I would look at the dot. Similarly, having focus marks on your floor help. Focus marks on your floor could be just a bottle on the floor that will help you realize, oh, I have reached my limit, without looking down and looking up again, or putting like focus marks that restrict your wing, knowing that, oh wow, okay, now I'm out of frame, now I'm in frame. Because most of the time we don't know what we're doing, we're just looking into the lens. Other technicalities would involve the angle of the camera. Often we are stuck with this flat angle that we just mount it on a tripod, but just tilting the camera lens really changes the narrative. It sometimes makes the character look bigger than he is or she is, more powerful. Or just removing the lens of your phone camera or laptop camera and moving around with it also creates a certain kind of effect. So explore the angles, explore your technicalities, and make a good play. Point number three, software. I'm talking about the softwares. And they are actually easy nowadays. There's this wonderful software that just started trending with digital theatre called OBS. And OBS is a software where you can mix different streams. Like for example, you can capture your video from a Zoom software, your audio from an audio software like Dolby or something like that, and also add in a background, mix them all together, and your final output would be a combination of all three of them. Similarly, on the internet, I think this entire year has been a great year for the IT revolution that has actually designed and developed several new softwares that, I mean, we as thespians can also use to enhance our performance. So, software, easy to learn. That is my motto. Anyway, point number 4, got your back. Uh, just if you mount your camera on a tripod, often the final effect makes the performer seem like he's stuck in a flat surface without much depth behind him. That's why I feel choosing a background very carefully can really enhance the play. Perhaps a perspective could make your character seem like he is in the real world where there is more depth, or even just taking two actors and placing them in a background that is a mutual background, a background that they share, makes them seem like they're right next to each other, just talking in the same room. Well, they might be geographically distanced by kilometers, but yeah, choose a background and you'll have someone who's got your back. Point number 5. This is how we roll. Now, a lot has changed during this pandemic innovation revolution times. And one thing for me was just redefining roles. Like my stage manager turned into my OBS operator slash editor. My set designer was someone who knew Photoshop really well. And my actors picked up new skills. So this is a time where like roles are being redefined. So don't be afraid to just reach out to your school friends out there who are engineers or like in software sector and invite them to this beautiful space that we call theater. It's very close to our hearts. So yeah, redefining roles, and that's how we roll. Point number 5 is now over, so I will move to point number 6. The internet kind. Now the internet is not very kind. It's not very stable, it's not very consistent, and often as directors and actors we do lose confidence, we do lose our patience whenever there's like a sudden lack or a disturbance in the performance. I think it's all right. I think what's most important is to be kind to your fellow actors and your directors, because the internet isn't something that we can always control. Perhaps maybe to an extent if you get a software engineer who like really reads through your data packs and stuff, but otherwise just be kind and understand and accept the internet kind. But most importantly, be kind to your co-actors, your directors, and this form called digital theater. Because at the end of the day, we are still making a play. It might be here to stay, but anyway, I am done with my 6 points. So, although my heart is down there with the stage, I shall explore this new page until the curtains rise again. So, see you on the other side.